Hi everyone, this is Sandy. Welcome to Easy Cooking. So today's recipe is going to be fried rice. Really easy to make, super delicious. The preparation time is going to be about 10 minutes and the cooking time is less than 20 minutes. So I really hope you enjoy this recipe. Let's get started.
Let's go through the ingredients. We need 2 cups of cooked rice. I'm using white rice, but feel free to use brown rice if you prefer so. We also need 2 large eggs, 4 slices of bacon cut into small pieces, a quarter of a cup of shredded carrots, 3 to 4 green onions cut into small pieces, a quarter of a cup of diced bell peppers, any color you want. I'm using red bell peppers. We also need 1.5 cups of broccoli cut into small pieces, 1 minced garlic clove, 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger, finely chopped, 3 to 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, and about 2 or 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm going to be serving my rice with shrimp, and for that I'm using a pound of shrimp, 1 tablespoon of Asian seasoning. You can find this at the grocery store. But if you don't have it, you can season the shrimp with half a tablespoon of each minced ginger and minced garlic, ground black pepper to taste, and a pinch of crushed red pepper. We also need 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and a quarter of a tablespoon of sesame oil. Let's get started. I'm going to prepare the shrimp first, just so it can marinate while I cook the rice. So season the shrimp with a quarter of a tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and about 1 tablespoon of the Asian seasoning. Mix well until the shrimp is covered with all the ingredients, and you set it aside until you're ready to use it. Now let's make the rice. In a bowl, combine the eggs, and season them with a pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper. Beat the eggs together and set them aside for a second. Now heat up your skillet or your wok and add a little bit of oil to cook the eggs. I'm actually using cooking spray to cook the eggs instead of the oil because I want to keep the fat under control. I'll be using a lot of oil to cook the rest of the ingredients, so replacing the oil for cooking spray to cook the eggs is a great way to cut on the fat in this dish. So add the eggs to the skillet, give them a quick stir, and just let them cook for about 2 minutes or until they are completely cooked. Once the eggs are cooked, remove them from the skillet and set them aside for a little bit. I'm going to be using the same skillet, but first I'm going to clean it. So reheat the pan and add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm actually using sesame oil because I didn't have any vegetable oil. I know, that's unbelievable. But I just came back from Mexico, and when I went to the pantry to look for the oil, I realized that I didn't have any. So I'm using what I have. But I do prefer vegetable oil or canola oil for this recipe. So if you have any of those, choose either one instead of the sesame oil because the sesame oil has a very strong flavor. So let's go back to the recipe. So add in the oil and then add in the ginger and the bacon. Stir fry for about 30 seconds to a minute on medium heat. You just want the ginger to start releasing its flavor, and you also want the bacon to release some of its fat. You don't want them to get brown at all. So after a minute or so, add in the garlic and continue to stir fry for another 30 seconds. Now add in the broccoli and stir fry for about 2 more minutes. And then add in the bell peppers and the green onions and stir fry for 1 more minute. Then add in the carrots and stir fry for about 30 more seconds. You just want to warm up the carrots. I like my vegetables to be nice and crisp, but if you want yours to be softer, cook them for a little bit longer. Remember, the texture of your vegetables depends on you. You can always cook them longer for a softer texture, or just cook them for a shorter period of time if you like them nice and crisp like I do. At this point, if you want, you can add 1 more tablespoon of vegetable oil. I'm not going to be adding any more oil. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the fat under control. And I think the oil in the skillet is enough to finish cooking this dish. But if you want to add more oil, feel free to do so. Once the vegetables are cooked, then add in the rice and also add in the scrambled eggs. Season with 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, stir the rice and the eggs with the rest of the ingredients, taste the flavor and add any more soy sauce if needed. Continue to stir fry for about 2 or 3 more minutes or just until the rice is heated through. While the rice continues to cook, heat up another skillet on medium-high and add in the shrimp with all the liquid from the marinade. That liquid will prevent the shrimp from sticking to the pan, and it also has tons of flavor. Now cook the shrimp for about 2.5 minutes on each side or until completely cooked. I had a few pieces of green onions left, so I add them to the shrimp, but this is optional. You don't really need to add any green onions to this. Just wait for the shrimp to be cooked and the rice to be heated through, and that's about it. You're ready to serve. I'm going to serve the shrimp over the rice and garnish with green onions if you like. And that's it. Enjoy! I really hope you like this video. To print this and some other delicious recipes, please don't forget to visit my blog. And don't forget to subscribe to be notified of future updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!